Good morning, it's the Saints man, the small van driver on the CX. It's Saturday the 8th of July, 8th of July, and it is pissing down outside, absolutely hammering down. Just got back in from walking the dog, as you can see. I don't wear the same shirt all the time. This is my dog walking shirts, I've got about 3 of them. I used to play for the team a long while ago. They're brilliant rugby shirts. This one's still dry, so waterproof works. This is a video from Thursday. It was Thursday. I was in Southampton. The last video. First of all, quick thing. 251 subscribers. Brilliant. Many thanks. I do try and answer all your questions. If I don't get them, I miss them. I don't know. I do try and answer questions. It might not be that day. It may be the next day, depending how busy we are. Thought I'd do this video now because I'm going to be busy tomorrow. I've got loads on tomorrow in my own work. Thursday. I was in Southampton. It's good for me, Southampton. I like parking up as well. I don't mind sitting around there because it's decent. Park right by the red funnel to the Isle of Wight. There's a little park next to it. You pay £1 for 2 hours, but I'll wait till the traffic warden comes round and then put £1 in if I have to. But it's lovely. There's 3 big cruise liners in there. It was horrible though. When I did the video from there, it was bitterly cold. It weren't even nice getting out of the van. So we've done Northampton to Southampton, 1 drop, 1 big box. Looking for a load anywhere and got one. It was a bit slow, it wasn't too bad. It's only about 40 minutes. I wanted to go my way. I didn't want to go to London, Kent. There was a couple of jobs to Kent. And then there was a Southampton. No, there wasn't. That's a lie. There was Basingstoke to Peterborough, which Peterborough's only 30 miles from my house. And I've got a little bit to get to it. I quoted 115, which worked out 70, just over 70 pence a mile, every mileage from where I was to where I was going to. It was only picking up. It was picking up from a company this side of Basingstoke actually, and yeah, got the job. Sent the job through. I quoted on 2 jobs. The other job I quoted on was to Redditch, but I wanted the job. I'd rather get the job to Peterborough. It was better money, and I got it. So I was very happy with that. Trundled up to pick the job up, trundled up, and took that up to Peterborough. I was at Peterborough really early. I was there, I don't know, 1 o'clock-ish, 1:30, something like that. Can't remember now. Yeah, I was pretty much there at 1:30. Job done. So I was on really good money that day. I mean, I started at 6 o'clock in the morning, but I was already on 198 quid for the day. So my day's work was done really, and I was only 30 miles from home. Now normally you get the odd Hermes job from Peterborough. There's a Hermes depot in Peterborough, and there's a couple of local jobs there. But I sat at Peterborough Services. Another point, Peterborough Services on the A1 just outside Peterborough, on the 605 I'm going to say, probably wrong. Really nice services. I've been there before. It's improved. The food outlets there just look stunning compared to some are tired. Some of these services was good. Toilets were strange because it was shared with the ladies because the gents was out of order and they split the ladies' toilets in half. And can I just say, the ladies' toilets were no better than the gents' toilets. They were still crap. But the eateries was good. Toilets weren't that brilliant. So we stopped there. I thought, it's going to have to be a really good job. It's going to have to be a job home now because I've done my money. I'm 30 miles from home. So I'll give it about 3/4 an hour. And I thought, sod it, I'm going home. But just before that happened, the phone went and it was the bloke I do mountains of work for. He put a job on there. I don't normally do London for him. I don't normally do central London because the money's not right for me or him. He ain't got enough money in the job to give it to me. I'm not that fussed. My London prices are quite high because I don't particularly want to go into London. I don't mind going around the 25 or just inside Enfield, but when you're going to central London, no. But he phoned me and I see he got a job on there to central London. And he phone went and it was it. I thought, and it was to central London to pick up for Friday morning. But I could get it delivered by 8 o'clock. It was central London, Oxford Street, a big department store just on Oxford Street, and the entrance was down the side. But it could be delivered before 8, so I could get in hopefully before the traffic. So sure enough, he says, look, this is the money I've got in it. I'll pay your congestion. It's whatever, it's 12.50. I don't know what it is now. I went, great. So I went, yeah, go on, I'll do it. So we left Peterborough. We went to his. I went home. Sorry, went home because he don't get the loads until about 6, and I was home by. I'm going to say 3 o'clock. Yeah, it's about 3. Done. So really good day. 197 quid. £197.50. I did 324 miles for £197.50. It worked out at 61 pence. My dead mileage, and there was a bit of dead mileage going up to Basingstoke. Well, not Basingstoke, going from Peterborough to mine, and then I went and picked these parcels up. There was 15 parcels, and I put that in. Even though it was the next day's job, I picked them up that day, so that mileage goes into there, and it's dead miles really. So it's only 8 miles, but it all adds up. But yeah, it's a pretty good day. In January, if you're doing that, I think you're doing all right. Let's get that away. Yeah, another thing. Got a new diary. Look, 2020 big diary. It's really strange because I keep carrying the 2021 diary, which is pointless because I just got last year's stuff in, but I've still got it in my bag. But yeah, new diary for 2022. Friday morning, sure enough, left home 6 o'clock. I was at the house, Northampton. It said I was going to be there in 1 hour 30 minutes, which is up at 7, which is great. So down the motorway, down Finchley Road. I'd got the route planned where I was going. Down past Regent's Park to the right of Regent's Park, across the Marylebone Road, straight down, and it was down there on the left hand side, just past the Oxford Street turn-in. It went all well till we got down near past Regent's Park. They're digging the road up. Temporary traffic lights, 4-way traffic lights. Should have been there about. I made time at there. It's 7:20. Then all of a sudden, when I got down to London, my sat nav, instead of going down to naught, it was going up. I got there eventually. It took me another 35 minutes. Got there at 8:05. Still no problem. Delivered it. Really big, massive department store, and their loading dock had about 12 docks on it. And he got me on a dock. I had to wait about 20 minutes. I took it off. They're all loose, 15 boxes. He'd provide a pallet. I try and be, instead of saying, oh, I'll put money, you load them on, I'll try and be helpful. I'm going to load these on there because it's my time. And I think if they see you're going to, yeah, I'll do this for you, mate. Don't worry. I'll put them on a pallet. If you can just sign the paperwork, I'll phone them. 15 boxes, isn't much. And they're like, oh, okay, mate. Oh, well, yeah. I said, no, I'll do it. So he was really happy, signed it straight away. 15 boxes, counted them, I'm out. I've got a new spot to park in London. I don't like parking in the centre. Regent's Park, I'll park there. Traffic wardens and police are pretty hot at the moment around there. So it costs you money if you want to park there. And my knowledge of inner London ain't that good. It's alright, but it ain't that good. So what I do now, I get out. And I used to go to Finchley Road. There's a home base. Sainsbury's and a home base down there on the left, down Finchley Road. Set traffic lights, you do a left, down a hill, it's on the left hand side. But now I park at Brent Cross, Tesco's, because A, it's free, B, it's right on the North Circular, the bottom of the M1, and I want jobs away from London. So I'd done the job to London, I was out of there, and I was parked up at Upper State. So it was 2.5 hours. I got 75 quid to go down for that, which is good. But I was lucky. I got in and out before the traffic really got in there. Parked at Brent Cross and went to use the toilets and got myself a sandwich, meal deal, and sat there, and I thought I'm quite happy to sit and wait for a job to go my way. Sure enough, there was loads of jobs, but all going into London or Kent, or I wanted to come back home. It's Friday. And a job popped up, Park Royal to Northampton. You couldn't make it up. It was like, really? Park Royal is only about 4 miles, less than that, I'd say. 3.5, 4 miles from where I was. At Tesco, it's just down of North Circular, really. Turn left at Wembley. And it was 4 boxes. And it was from a brewery. I've done this work for a brewery before in Bedford, but they didn't know that a London place, but they did. 4 boxes to Northampton residential address. I quoted 55 on it. it was 63 miles, quite 55, and yeah, job come through. And it weren't picking up until between 10 and 12. And this was at just gone 9:05. And I thought, well, but when the job come through, when she posted me the job, it was 9:10 it was, because that's when the job come posted through. The pickup was 9:10 to 10 past 10. Yeah, on the original one, it's between 10 and 12. So I was quite happy because I could get there in that time. But if I'd have booked that job thinking, oh, I can do that job, get there at 11, I'd have been a bit stuffed. But no matter. Yeah, when I picked up, and it was 4 boxes, three boxes of alcohol and a hamper, Christmas hamper they were sending to a residential address in Northampton, not far from where I am. Sort of Northampton. Yep, went there. Dropped it with a neighbour because the person I was dropping it with wasn't here. It's a terraced house, no answer. Next door neighbour, door next door, two doors along, very close, no gardens, nothing like that, right onto the street. She came out, she said, are you got a parcel for, his first name. I said, I haven't got a first name, I've got a surname, but she didn't know that. And I went, I said, the problem is, I said, I'm a courier, I said, it's alright leaving it with you, but I really need the permission of the person who's doing it. She said, that's not a problem, I'll phone him. And she phoned him, phoned a woman. And I said, if you can give me her surname as well, that'd be great. She did, it all matched up. I phoned the shipper to let her know. She was fine. And they took the 4 boxes in. So that was a result. And that was me home. I'm thinking, great, I'm home. I've got 130 quid. I was done. This was 10 o'clock. Half past 10. I'm done. I'm finished. I'm thinking, Jesus, I've done 4.5 hours and I'm done 2 jobs and I could go home. But I thought, well, see if there's anything local. I'm not going far now. I would have done a Birmingham or a Leicester or Coventry because I might have got a blow back. But a job popped up Kettering to Northampton. Very local. 16 miles to go and fetch it. 14 miles to come back. 30 miles. Quoted 30 quid. And got it. Straight away. And where it dropped off in Northampton was 2 miles from my house. Job's easy, isn't it? So, went and done it. I was done by 12. So I did 6 hours and I got 160 quid for 6 hours work. So that was good. I went to see the bloke who does all the work for me because I was about 400 yards from where he was. All the work that comes from him comes from one big company and they're on stock take now. They stock take yesterday, today and tomorrow. So there's no work coming out of there. I got the last job out of there Friday morning and they did stock taking from Friday, that day onwards. So they're stock taking, so there'll be no jobs out there Monday. So I thought, well, that's me done. So I went and had a cup of coffee with him. I had to sit with him for about half an hour. Then I went to see my auntie, drove home, and I was still home by 2:30. Did a couple of jobs, and that's me finished for the week. All good? Brilliant. So, my weekly total, I did 4 days. Well, I didn't do. I count Friday, 6 hours. I count that as just over half a day, really. Or yeah, it's not a full day. But I did a real long day on Wednesday, so it equals out, don't it? So I'll call it 4 days. I did 4 days. I did 1,290 miles. My duty time, what I call my duty time, was 39 hours. So it was just short of 10 hours a day each day. Just short. That includes from leaving the house to getting home and breaks. That's every hour. It's 39. It's 39 and a quarter hours all in. My driving was 26 hours over 4 days, which is okay. 26, yeah, 6.5 a day, which is fine, even with the easy day Friday, because I did a long day on Monday, did a lot of driving Monday, but the other days was alright. Money was 788.75, and that's taking off my congestion charges, which I had 2 days, 25 quid, so I would have gone over 200 a day, but you take off your congestion, but for 4 days in January, 788.25. I think it's pretty good. My pence per mile wasn't that brilliant. The reason being, it was one day I had a long drive home. I had a 90-mile drive home, but I got work from this bloke the next day. That was on Tuesday. I drove home from. It was Wednesday. I drove home from SE10, 90 miles home dead, but that was because I got a job on Thursday morning early, so it equals out. I don't normally like driving more than 50 miles home dead because it just knocks your pence per mile. But still got 62p a mile average, which I'm trying to get 65 to 70 average, but that's every mile driven. So yeah, January, perhaps your expectations of pence per mile have to drop a little just to get the work in, but you have to judge that. Is it worth doing the work? Because are you making money? Yeah, I think I am. I'm still earning 200 a day. I'm getting 55 to the gallon, and the Citra and Berlingo. Yeah, I think it's worth it. It is in January. I'd like to get that figure up, the pence per mile, but it's not so serious in the van I drive because I get 55 to the gallon. If you had a long wheelbase that does 30 to the gallon, it'd be a lot different. Dead mileage, you'd have to really cut back. But I haven't got a long vehicle, so long wheelbase. So that's the week done. It's all good. Rambled on for 16 minutes. Jesus, just for a couple of days. Hope you're all doing okay. The weather is shite, especially you guys at Scotland. Neil at Neptune, I think you got buckets of snow up there. There's another bloke, I can't think of his name, but it's Jim, I think, in Lincolnshire. Had a chat with him. He was in Cardiff when I was in Cardiff on Wednesday. Yeah, sent him a message. He put a video on there. He's got a video link, video blog. He's just started doing it. Yeah, he's not quite getting to work, unfortunately. He's in an area, I think Lincolnshire's a really tough area because there's not a lot going on. I think I'm fortunate I'm in Northampton where I am. I haven't got nothing for Monday yet. I've quoted on a couple of jobs. I'm doing a 4-day week next week. It may even be a 3-day week. I'm hoping not, because Tuesday, my Citra and Scylla Citra and my mate's doing a big service on it. It's the 97,000 now, and it's due a major service. And at the end of in February, it's having a new cam belt. Second week of Feb, I think, first week of Feb. He can't do it this week, but yeah, before it snaps, we don't want that happening. So it's a 4-day week next week. So Monday I'll be staying localish because I've got to get back Monday night, get the van to him, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday it's on it, and then we're on it. Hopefully get some work. Weather's looking a bit iffy coming up. Let's hope we don't get too much distraction. So all good. Again, thanks for the subscribers. If anyone else wants to subscribe, just subscribe down there. Like, any comments, I will try and get back to them. Appreciate it. Speak soon. Ta-da.